It's been a little bit since my last observing run video, and I accidentally missed an observing run, but I'm back, and here's my videos from a strange observing run in March. We had one day, then a week off, then 3 days, then one day off, then 3 days again. It was weird. Coming in to work at sunset has some advantages. Observing actually went pretty well. I say that. Although there were some issues with the telescope. But once we figured out what they were, we were able to fix them quickly. Telescope control system apparently decided that it just wasn't going to listen. But the usual off and on again was able to fix it. So we didn't quite get everything we thought we were going to get, but like our advisor said, we weren't going to rush it. The stuff at the end we were probably not going to finish anyways because it was going to get contaminated by the moon a little bit. So we didn't get the whole 9 dither sequence. We got like 4, and the last 2 of them were really starting to get So probably even if we had gone any later wouldn't have helped much. So we'll probably have to redo that one next week. Oh gosh, next week already. Alright, I'm about ready to head into the office, but I'll be honest, I'm not keeping my fingers crossed for much. The current forecast at Cape Peak says it's supposed to snow tonight. We get about 1 to 2 inches of snow accumulation, and if there's any snow in the dome, we don't open the dome for all night. So realistically, I'm probably just walking into the office to work on code for a few hours and then walk home. Yay. Well, yeah, I came home early last night, but looks like it should be mostly clear tonight, so how'd I go again? I gotta leave my cutie. Just sad. Did I say it looked more optimistic? Well, it's 1 in the morning and the humidity is still around 90%. So it's trending downwards though, so hopefully? Yeah, the telescope's literally in a fog cloud, so I'm not observing. Instead, I get to walk down the middle of the street and enjoy a little bit of sunrise while I do. So, I'm gonna be here dancing to music in the street. So yeah, it got a bit humid last night. Our operator walked out at one moment and said full on, "We're in a fog cloud." So I did come home a little bit early. Not as early though, because I was chatting with friends online. So we stayed a little bit later, you know, to be sure. Actually, we stayed a little bit later so that then our operator could fill up the dewar and we could then start running our calibrations after he left, so he didn't have to do any of that. But in the meantime, I was going to suggest that you all go watch the show Julie and the Phantoms, because I binged that last night while it was humid. This is some of the music from it. It's super fun. It's on Netflix currently. It's got things I like modern supernatural settings, actual sibling relationships, best friend relationships that are fantastic, amazing music. Oh my gosh, the music is so good. It's just a very cute, feel-good show, and I really enjoyed it. Yeah, basic premise is a girl ends up accidentally summoning 3 guys that died and were in a band, and now together they are in a band, and they can only appear to everyone else when they're performing. And so they form a band called Julie and the Phantoms, and everyone thinks they're holograms, and it's great. It's so ridiculous. There's so many things that they just kind of like gloss over, like why everyone actually believes they're holograms. Whatever. It's fun. Oh, also supportive parents. So rare to see, but it's really cute. Anyways, it's good. Tell your friends. Oh, and I forgot to show you cool sunset pictures from my walk home this morning. It was so pretty. I don't think I remembered to record a video Sunday morning, but night went great, perfectly clear. We ended up an hour ahead of schedule, which meant we got 2 extra exposures on 2 different fields, which was lovely. It did mean that I was super tired, and Sunday night, or Sunday morning, I only managed to sleep like 6 hours, but last night, since we had a day off, crashed, and I got 11 hours of sleep, which was super needed apparently. So hopefully I will be more awake tonight. I have not looked at the weather yet, but I'm keeping my fingers crossed that it should be at least pretty good. Now I gotta go flip my pork. Last night went pretty well, and I'm still a little bit tired, but I'm hopeful that tonight will go good as well. Hopefully not as many little telescope issues. Oh, but I will have to put up here image of the galaxy that I saw in our images last night. We were looking at it in broadband, but it looked really cool, and so I went and found it in Sloan. Looks even cooler in Sloan, and so tonight hopefully we should be getting some narrowbands. But in the meantime, before I head into the office, continue cuddling with my cat, who is just leaving my lap, of course. I'm just doing this now so I don't have to remember tomorrow. But we had a pretty good night of observing. The atmosphere was a little bit finicky at the beginning of the night, but it went alright. We're finishing up on our last one now, roughly halfway done, probably about 2 hours before I get to go to sleep, but oh boy, sleep sounds real nice right now. Yeah, so this was the March observing run, but I'm observing again in April, so you'll get another much shorter video from me then. Alonzi.